Okay, so I have a friend who we can call Joe. Now, Joe says stuff, and Joe says a lot of stuff. Okay, to be straight up, Joe's pretty much a walking and talking meme. If you were to Google Joe's face right now, you'd probably see something that looks like this. This meme says, religion, the #1 cause of war. If you spend some time around someone like Joe, then you've probably heard this so much that you assume that it's gotta be true. But what do the facts say? The best known religious wars is probably the Crusades, and then after that, probably like the Muslim conquest, and then less known is probably like the 30 Years' War or some of the French religious wars and so on. So it's true, religion is certainly a cause of war, but is it the #1 cause of war? Let's check the stats. The best known document that I know of on this is called the Encyclopedia of Wars, and it's by Charles Phillips and Alan Axelrod. In the book, they document all the wars from 3500 BCE all the way to the year 2000. They document a total of 1,763 wars, and of which it's said that only 123 wars were caused by religion. In percentages, that's about 7% of wars that were caused by religion, and the other 93% of wars were secular. In addition, religious wars only account for less than 2% of all people killed in warfare, and that includes the 3 million from the Crusades and also the 3,000 or so from the Inquisition. So, fact #1. Religion is certainly a cause of war, but it's not the leading cause of war, and it's most definitely not the #1 cause of war. Okay, so now let's take a look at one more meme. So this meme says, the only solution to peace on earth, and there's an A. And for those that don't know what that A represents, that A represents atheism. As we saw earlier, religion can and does lead to violence, but would the world be a better place without religion? What can we learn from history? Boy, I'm glad you asked. Let's take a look. Roll it, Johnny. If we look at history, we can look at the communist Russian, Chinese, and Cambodian regimes of the 20th century, all of which completely rejected all organized religion and belief in God, and all of which were responsible for some of the worst atrocities that this world has ever seen. Estimates of the death tolls under these regimes range anywhere from 21 million all the way to 95 million, and that's without the influence of religion. Now, what these statistics aren't going to show are the simple acts of people using religion as a tool to demonize and hurt other people. But what these statistics also aren't going to show are the simple acts of kindness that are committed by religious people every day. And if we look to the top charities and the top hospitals in the world, a large chunk of them are religious organizations. This leads to fact #2. Atheism is not the only solution to peace on earth. In fact, the evidence seems to say quite the opposite. Now, one more point to consider. Let's say that the doctor told you that your husband needs to start eating more healthy, and you told your husband this, and instead of him stopping, he just continues to eat piles and piles of junk food. And one day, he falls asleep on the couch with Cheeto stains all over his mouth, and you take the Cheetos away from him while he's sleeping, and you replace it with broccoli. And he wakes up obviously ticked off and says, "What are you doing with my food? All food is healthy." And you respond by saying, "Well, that depends on what kind of food you're talking about. All foods are not created equal, and junk food is not healthy food." To say that food is good for you is just too simplistic of a claim. And likewise, to say that religion leads to violence is also too simplistic of a claim. All religions are not created equal. Would it be fair to take the Jainists, whose central teaching is respect for all living beings and nonviolence, and lump them together with the jihadists? For real, how often do you see Amish terrorists on America's Most Wanted? And that's fact 3. All religions are not created equal. So if you have a friend like Joe who walks and talks like a meme and he says that religion is the #1 cause of war, I want you to take this video and post it on their wall or email it to them right away. And then you can write, "Hey Joe, I thought you may find this interesting," no matter what their name is. Because if getting rid of religion won't make the world a better place, then stopping people from using these silly nonsensical claims would. And to think they say that religious people don't care about making the world a better place. If you like this video and you think that it would be a good one to send to the Joes in your life, then you should probably subscribe. Why? Because wait till you see what else I got coming. So, the next time that someone says that religion is the #1 cause of war, or atheism is the only solution to peace on earth, or that all religions are created equal, what are you going to say? What do you mean?